Man, oh man. I'm looking for any of those Indiana fans that have been running their mouth on social media, but not a single one to be found. If they are here, they must be up in the nosebleeds. I'm going to have to get some better binoculars here. Miami versus Indiana in the college football playoff national championship at Hard Rock Stadium. What a ride it's been this season. Miami made it to the playoffs and found themselves being the underdog in the majority of the games, all but one of them, as a matter of fact. And here they are again, with almost nobody believing except for Canes fans. Miami had the toughest path to get to the national championship, and they continue to find a way to win. Some might even say battle-tested. On the other side, you have an Indiana team that's never won a national championship, completely irrelevant for over 130 years up until Signetti put them on the map. And I'm going to give them a little bit of credit. They are 15-0. They have not been beaten. No one has taken them down yet. But to think, right, this is the perfect storm. Hear me out. To think that Miami is going to let those guys step onto their field and win their first ever national championship is laughable. Absolutely not. Not going to happen. And these Indiana fans have been pretty confident and cocky, I would say. But I kind of feel like the Indiana fans that are predicting 3+ touchdown victories have not watched a single Miami game this season. I think that they're just watching the talking heads on SportsCenter, all the stuff. Is SportsCenter even still a thing? I don't know. ESPN, all these other major sports networks. And of course, they've been slurping Indiana. It's this Cinderella story, even though they have Mendoza and they're 15-0. You know, Miami's a team that had the 2 conference losses, didn't compete in the conference championship. And I'm not downplaying Miami, but I'm saying they went through all of that adversity, still came out on top, made it to the playoffs, had the toughest path. But we embrace the hate. We love it. And we actually prefer that we're underdogs here. Am I right? Appreciate you, Joel. I saw your comment. Don't you worry. Oh, I saw the comment. I didn't want to call the dogs on you, so I didn't pin it, you know? Got to give a shout out to everybody who's here bright and early. I'm not going to name drop in this one just because there's so many people showing love. The chat's going 100 miles per hour. If I start naming somebody, I'll miss somebody. I do want to give a shout out to Tropical with the 305. She says, belt to Indiana ass. Let's freaking go. Go Canes. Tropical, I will sit you atop the throne. I know that Chloe's got to be so freaking pumped. One more sleep, as they say, until this thing goes down. And then, right, if Miami wins, okay, if Miami wins, there's going to be a lot of things that need to happen for me. We're going to need to get a new hat. You guys get to find out what's been in the cup, which has been a secret for 9 years now. It's going to be Celebration City, man. It's going to be absolutely insane. There's not going to be a dry eye in the building. Either way, tears will be flowing tomorrow night because one side's going to be celebrating and the other is going to see their team make it this far just to get let down. Stop that if shit. No, I'm predicting Miami to win. But I'm not going to go on here and guarantee anything and promise Miami's going to win by 21 plus points. I'm not going to go into that cocky of a mode. I predicted Miami to win. As a matter of fact, I almost smell victory. But we're not going to claim it until the clock's at 0 and we're on top. For me.
On the side of your helmet.
Watch it just be water in the cup.
We'll see. Maybe. Maybe we will, Flicks. Maybe we will. Appreciate the two. But for real, it's awesome to see everybody here. This is the final night before call-in stream of the 2025 season. I can't say of the year because we're already in 2026. So we'll have night before call-in streams when the 2026 season kicks off later this year. Before the 2025 season, this is your final opportunity to win $600 by predicting the correct score to this game and also just hanging out here with the college football family. You can guarantee, you just can't warranty it. I like that. Yep. Wait, you guys are trying to guess what's in the cup. It's Mountain Dew, sweet tea, water. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully y'all will get to find out. You'll do it for me, Coop. 44-20. Canes on top. I like it. So we're just going to talk about the game a little bit more here tonight. You know, everybody's excited. We're pumped. One last game in the college football season, and thankfully we are in it, which is awesome. I can tell you, though, like, we're pumped, right? We just want to talk about it. We could go on and on and on. I can tell you who's tired of talking about it. These two guys right here. Now, I'm sure you've seen all of the interviews and the different things that they put them through. We talked about this in the previous playoff games. Mario Cristobal has been short, sweet, and to the point. He's been cursing like a sailor on live TV, which I love. The head man, the boss man, the coach is locked in. But you can tell with these guys, I do want to say here, Signetti cracked a little bit of a smirk. So we know what this means, right? This is weakness here from Signetti. You can see Mario Cristobal is more locked in. He is standing more straight there. So you know how people like to decipher the hat with the recruiting stuff? Well, that's what we're doing. We're breaking down them standing by the trophy. Mario Cristobal obviously looks more locked in than Signetti here. So we're going to try to overthink it and really look into it. These guys are sick and tired of answering all of these questions over and over again. And of course, they have to give the typical generic coach speak response. They just want to line it up. They're ready to play the game, and I don't blame them. But how exciting this has got to be. You know, Signetti in his second year, yeah, I have given Indiana their flowers. I don't think that they're unbeatable, but they haven't lost a game this season. He took a team that half the people in the country didn't know Indiana had a football team. And that's not even a shot, even though I could do that. But they end up going to the playoffs last year in his first year. He's a pretty darn good head coach, and he's got them playing in the national championship this season. It's just unfortunate for them that they have to lose to a team that's been waiting for this moment. Miami fans are hungry. Mario Cristobal obviously wants to win another national championship for Miami. You know what it means to that guy. And it's at Hard Rock Stadium. Can I perdition? You can perdition. You can. I will allow it. So we're going to take a look here also at the weather report, which I think I don't know if you guys consider this chilly or not. Let's jump over and take a look. 7:30 p.m. kickoff, which is not true. It's not going to be 7:30. It's going to be more like 7:50, I think, is the official kickoff, so closer to 8 p.m. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Very low chance of rain, practically no chance of precipitation here, but it's going to be 60s. Is that normal? I have heard that it's going to be a little bit windy, right? They're predicting as much as 20 mile per hour winds. This right here is saying around 11. We'll see. Hopefully not the 20 mile per hour winds. Could do without that. Even though both teams have to deal with it, that would not be ideal. Don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. Hey, you got to rep your team, man. And I've seen you. You've been consistent with the Indiana stuff. I got nothing but respect, man. I would think that I would want a Miami fan to go to an Indiana channel and say, "Go Canes." And for you to come in here and rep Indiana. right? Heck of a season for both programs, right? And people did get a little mad at me. I'll be honest, this doesn't matter. But people got a little mad because I was propping Indiana up a little bit. I tend to take a slightly different approach. It's not that we don't trash talk and banter, because that is fun. But I also don't mind showing a little bit of respect to the opponent before the game, just because I feel like that if you only talk bad about them, it can backfire. I've used the example before, right? And I'm not telling anyone else to do this. It's just what I do. If I sit here and said, you know what, Indiana is the most dog shit team I have ever seen. These guys are complete frauds. Everything they've done is irrelevant. Who cares about them? And then if they ended up winning, you look even more like an idiot. Your team lost, and then you turn around and lost to a dog shit team. So that's terrible, right? So instead, I say, you know what? They are pretty good. Both of these teams. All right, and look, I know this is obvious, but let's just say it. These are the two best teams in the country. And that's obviously not a hot take because they're here playing in the national championship. Two totally different paths. I think Miami had a tougher schedule overall when you look at who Indiana played and Miami played. I think Miami is more battle-tested, and they've proven more, even though they had those two losses. They were able to overcome, go on a run there on the tail end of the season. Made it to the playoffs, played some really tough opponents, have been doubted, and they won anyways. But I think these are the two best teams in the country, truly, because they found a way. They made it here to the national championship. We've seen some teams in the past where you're like, come on, man. Come on. Maybe they got lucky here and there, and yeah, they might have had a good record, but it was so obvious the difference between the two teams once the national championship got here. These two teams, I think they match up pretty well against each other. There's some weaknesses for Indiana that Miami should be able to exploit. We talked about it in the preview video, but we'll see. All this stuff on paper and what they've done against other teams really doesn't matter. We got to see how it plays out on the field with these two teams. Uniform combo. I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stormtroopers, the all-white tomorrow night. No reason to change it. I like keeping it the same. You've continued to win. I don't think uniforms determine the outcome of the game, but we talked about it in the last game. You know, it's all about repetition, keeping things the same. They've been throwing to the guys in the white uniforms in the games. Let's keep it that way. Team captains. Who do we got here? Mark Fletcher, C.J. Daniels, Mawanoa, Cooper, Brockemeyer, Bain, Mesidor, Basaint, Teray, and Scott. We got to clap it up for those guys, too. Come on. True. And, you know, the thing is, Taylor, I have interacted with so many Indiana fans this week. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you had a similar experience. If you were on Twitter, the majority of the Indiana accounts, and I'm talking about the ones that really went in, you know, really tried to troll and, you know, man, look at this. Like, I've been an Indiana fan for so long and I love this program and I support this team. The majority of them created their accounts in November or December of 2025. They've had their account for 1 to 2 months and they said, hey, I didn't know it was a crime to just recently have created a Twitter account. But they get on there and act like they've been posting about Indiana and how they're a diehard for years and years and years. And they have no history of supporting the team that they can show. Maybe they have been. Maybe it's true. I don't know. But I'm sure you've seen a lot of that, right? I saw a whole lot of that. We can also take a look here. Let me see if we can find the most updated injury report. The last one I could find, tell me if you guys have anything more recent. The last injury report I could find was the one from yesterday, posted last night at around 8:10. Their whole buildup is manufactured. They aren't an organic football franchise. I agree. That's well said. Bears down 7. Man, both of the NFL games, it was snowing. That's pretty crazy. Now they think they know everything about ball. And I'm going to show you some of the tweets. Yeah, I'm going to show you some of the tweets on here. Of course, I cherry-picked the ones that fit my narrative, of course, but that's what everybody's going to do. So the injury report For tomorrow, not anything really surprising here. We knew that Lucas was going to have to sit out the first half due to that call in the Ole Miss game. I agree with Mario Cristobal. He pushed and said this should be changed. I have been screaming that since way before this. I think that it is unreal to make a player sit out in the first half of another ball game because they commit a penalty in a previous ball game. Lucas did not have a targeting call against Indiana. I know it's insane to me. It's unbelievable. Even if they wanted to, I don't know, up the penalty yardage for it or do something else with it. But in this specific scenario, this is the national championship game, and you are going to make this guy sit out the first half of the game for something that you called on him in the previous game. That absolutely needs to be changed. And like I said, you can't say that I'm just saying that because I want Lucas to play in the Natty in this game. I have been screaming that. It's insane that's a thing. It blows my mind. They have to change that. But Damari Brown's still listed as questionable. At this point, if I had to guess, I'm going to say that he's not going to play. And I like Damari Brown, but I think you just sit this one out and you run it back next year because I don't really think you want to mess with the flow of things by injecting him in when he's not been playing in the playoffs, really. You know,
Canes.
I think that could be more of a bad thing than a good thing. And that's no disrespect to Brown. We love Damari Brown. No issues with Damari Brown. I just don't know if now the 90 comes up and he's like, okay, maybe he's like 75%, and then you throw him out there. I don't know. He's got to be ready. He's got to be ready to go, unless we were just in a desperate position of need there with him. Why is he on the injury report? I don't know. With Simpson, I'm not sure.
To where to you on the side of your
Wins and Kane says spot the ball.
I am scared,
Thank
bruh.
you for the
There are more
5.
Indy fans than Miami.
You're scared? Why? What are you scared of? It's just tough talk online, right? If you're talking about in person, most of these people are going to be nice. When we played Alabama at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I had 3 to 4 Alabama fans tell me they were going to either stab me or shoot me when I arrived in Atlanta. And you know what? Every single Alabama fan that I ran into shook my hand or gave me a high five and asked if they could take a picture so they could post it up. Because that was the year that we did the viral diss track that got played on ESPN. They ain't gonna do nothing. If that's what you're referring to there. So that's the injury report. That kicker is not their starting kicker. That's not the guy that's only missed 1 field goal the entire season. They have a couple guys out, but nothing, again, surprising there. That's mainly what we were looking for, were any big surprises that popped up. You can see that Brett McMurphy did verify that Big 12 officials will be working the national championship. Is this a pro or a con to you guys? I think it's probably a good thing. I think for the most part, they're probably going to let these guys play. So I don't necessarily hate the call there with them working it.
To where to you
I think that's a good
on the
thing.
side of your helmet.
They are going to throw at number 24 Connor this entire first half.
It's very possible, Mr. Prime. Yep. Very, very possible. Indiana has some good wide receivers, and you've seen the ball placement from Mendoza. The guy won the Heisman for a reason. He's a talented quarterback.
No, like the crowd noise, there are more of that.
Oh, I got you. More like the crowd noise. Okay. I got you. I appreciate the 2 flicks. Thank you, Mr. Prime. I'll sit you guys atop the throne. I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm okay with it being the Big 12 officials here. Also, the spread. It has moved a little, nothing crazy, but of course we all know Indiana opened as an 8.5 point favorite. They had remained an 8.5 point favorite all week last week. I believe it was just yesterday or today that changed by 1 point. They are now a 7.5 point favorite, and the over-under has remained the same at 47.5. Vegas knows what's about to happen. Now, I have to be completely honest with y'all, all right? I don't know. This might be dumb. I had to take it. I put $20 on Mark Fletcher being the offensive MVP of this game. I don't know. He's been popping off in the playoffs so far. Maybe that was a dumb move, but I just could not turn it down because let me tell you something. Look, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just showing you. Where's it at? Where's this at? So you can take who you think is going to be the offensive MVP, the defensive MVP. Where did I find that at? Here it is. Yeah, so right there, Fletcher, I just want to show you. Right, we're not going to say anything. I just want to show you. I said, that's worth it. Yeah, 100% that's worth it. I think if somebody was going to win offensive MVP with what you've been seeing from Fletcher, if he puts the team on his back and Miami is able to get the job done and he puts up the numbers he's been putting up, it's a real possibility. For me, it was worth the risk right there. 100% it was worth that risk. I'm not telling you to do that, all right? Not financial advice or anything like that. I'm just telling you that's what I did, all right? I could not resist. Now for some funny Indiana tweets before we open up the phone line tonight. Tanner says that's a lock. I hope so. I think it was a smart move. 27-24. It's funny. I almost did that, JJ. I was thinking, how crazy would it be to end the season with the same score we started the season with? You beat Notre Dame 27-24 in game number 1, and then you win it all with the 27-24 victory over Indiana. And both of those teams, right? Indiana, Notre Dame, like it would be cool, right? It would have been cool. And I almost locked that one in. I did. If anyone's MVP, they'll give it to Beck.
On the side of your helmet.
I think Fletcher has a pretty big game, honestly. But you know how I feel in Kane about jinxes. I don't believe in that nonsense. Eric! But we'll see. I might be taking that money and lighting it on fire and throwing it in the trash, right? How are you, Eric? PD Hoosier says, you can do 80 hours of analysis and preparation for this game, but in the end, it all boils down to the fact that Carson Beck is bad at football. Let's all point and laugh at Phil. Point and laugh at Phil. What's up, Cuban Kane? We are in 2026. The score will be Miami winning 20-26. If that happens, I'm going to say that I'm going to have to start believing more in these things, like these, these star signs and all these different things. I'm going to have to start looking into that if that actually happens. Good to see you, Cuban. Port City Kane in the building. Let's all point and laugh. Point and laugh. Don't worry, I got another one for you. Here we go. Hoosier Commish, Indiana football broke you. He says, Miami fans are what people think Indiana fans are. You can tell these people don't watch football. All right, point and laugh. Says the fan base that is predicting a 3+ touchdown victory in the national championship game against a Miami Hurricanes team that has 2 losses, 1 by 3 and 1 by 6 for a grand total of 9 points. But because they're 15... One more. Just kidding. This is actually something that I wanted to show. I'm sure you guys saw this in the interview with Mendoza. You know, it just didn't work out with Mendoza. You saw the tweets about how he had attended some camps, some training camps at Miami. I think it was while Manny Diaz was the coach. But Mendoza has a lot of love for Miami. And they even talked to him about, they brought up throwing the U down and different things. And look, I hope this guy has a horrible night tomorrow. I hope he plays the worst game of his college career in the national championship. But I do have respect for the way he carries himself and the way that he speaks and the way he talks about Miami when they bring it up. He says, hey, I have a ton of love for Mario Cristobal for the Miami program. They asked him about throwing the U upside down at one point, and he said, I would never disrespect Miami like that by doing something like that. So, you know, that kind of earns some respect for me. I mean, go out there and throw 4 interceptions tomorrow. I hope he is crying down there on the field. But I do have some respect for the guy. And it was interesting to hear him say this. The reporter is going to ask him kind of who he looked up to with playing quarterback and things like that. Listen to what he has to say.
Program. Do you remember that and what that was like as a kid?
Yeah, I do remember that. As a kid aspiring to be a quarterback, I always looked up to guys like Brad Kaya and Malik Rozier and the way that they played. And
program. Do you?
Now, it's kind of low when he speaks. They're asking him about that, and he says, yeah, I kind of looked up to guys like Brad Kaya and Malik Rozier and the way that they played. This dude is over here name-dropping previous Miami Hurricanes quarterbacks. That's why I'm saying he had, a lot of love. He didn't really disrespect Miami in any way. And I do have some respect for that. But it's just wild because everybody continues to just take a dump on Carson Beck. And look, the man ran in the game-winning touchdown against Ole Miss. No, he's not putting up 350 yards per game and 5 passing touchdowns. But the man is playing pretty well. He's played pretty darn well in the playoffs. So the hate is still just unreal. Here's my thing. You can continue to doubt Beck and this football team. That's fine. But win by 1 or 100, the winner tomorrow wins it all. And as I said, same thing. You've seen my score prediction, right? Where's my board at? There's some Miami fans that came at me, and look, that's fine. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. People think I'm 14 years old and live in my mother's basement for some reason. I guess it's because I can't grow a beard. I have it 24-23. I absolutely think that this game will be close. However, I can also acknowledge that Miami could win by 10 or more. They are capable of doing that. Miami could win by more. But I just feel like it's a national championship game. I do think this Indiana football team is good. I also think Miami is good. So I have a close one. I saw a lot of people say, man, you're disrespecting Miami. You've come this far just to pick them to win by 1. Bro, if they win by one, they win the national championship. They win by 6, they win the national championship. They win by 14, they win the national championship. For me, it's cool. You get some bragging rights if you get it right or if you're close, of course. But it's not a pissing contest for me to see who can get closer. I just want them to win. So it doesn't really, I say it doesn't matter to me. It's probably a poor way to word it. Miami coming out there and just blowing the doors off of Indiana would be so awesome, especially after all the trash talk and stuff leading up to this game. And everybody in the country is jumping on the Indiana bandwagon and riding with them because Miami's the bad guys, and everybody's on Indiana. Just win the game. Just win the freaking game and get ring number 6. And I want to see Mario Cristobal holding that trophy up because I don't think anybody's working harder than him right now. You got a lot to say. We'll try to get you in there. We're about to open it up. Don't worry. Hey, Fire for Effect, I appreciate the 5. Thank you for the love. I got to get Wins and Canes up there and Mr. Prime. Then we'll get the phone lines open up. We broke it down. We talked about our keys to a victory. I brought on an Indiana guest to get his point of view on this game. He predicted a big Indiana victory, multiple scores. I'm just ready to see how it plays out. I'm pumped. Once again, believe it or not, this is not a front. I'm more excited than nervous because at the end of the day, this is the final game. We made it to the game. Not just a game, the game. The one every team is trying to get to. And Miami is in it. Yeah, of course, if they lost it, I would be pissed and upset. Yeah. Make it all the way here just to turn around and lose on your home field. I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm just saying I'm more excited than nervous. And it's a very weird feeling. That's how it's been the entire playoff run. The only time I felt actual real nerves was the fourth quarter late against Ole Miss when the Miami offense came out onto the field and we knew they had to drive down the field and score. That was the only time I have felt nervous during the playoffs. Is that NFL game getting kind of crazy? Oh, buddy. Hold on. I was curious how Stafford was going to play since he sprained his index finger, but he's through for 215, but he's 17 of 36. What about Puka? 4 receptions for 40. Colby Parkinson. Oh, shoot. Caleb Williams, 225, 2 touchdowns, but he's got 2 picks. Is that about to go to OT? Man, the Rams going to... Are the Bears going to keep winning? This is crazy. Holy smokes. I don't know. I know Randy's upset because his Niners got mollywopped by the Seahawks. Good grief. That game was not even close. And I'm not even trying to make fun of you, Randy. That was just brutal. I watched it and I had to turn it off. I said, this is no fun watching this. But yeah, I got 24-23 anyways. 24-23. I got the Canes winning their 6th national championship. I'm freaking ready, man. Let me sit somebody atop the throne here. We got Mr. Prime. Mr. Prime. So if you're new here, the way you win the $600 is call the number on the left-hand side of your screen. Predict the score. If you get it right, the $600 is yours. No one has won it yet in the 2025 season, so this is your last opportunity to do so. You don't have to be long-winded. You can be, I guess, if you want to be, but you don't have to be. You can call in and just give the numbers if you want. It's up to you. Starting therapy tomorrow. Man, I thought of you the whole time, Randy, when I was watching that game. I said, man, I know he's upset. I know he is. But I do want to give a shout out to the app that is powering the phone lines tonight, and that is the Sleeper app. My go-to sports app. Honestly, really about the only one that I use because I love getting the score updates and stuff on it, plus the picks contest. We've won over $500 since downloading the Sleeper app. I don't have anything I want to put in just yet because it's just a live game, Rams and Bears. But I've showed you guys before, it's as simple as picking more or less on player stats. And it doesn't even have to be football. You've got NBA, NHL. You just pick more or less here on player stats, and you can turn your sports knowledge into some real money. So check them out. That top link right there in the description. How many points has LeBron James been scoring? I'm just curious. Okay, just curious. Just wanted to know. Check them out. Top link down in the description. Use code word Coop. That'll activate that 100% deposit. Man, I used to like LeBron James. I don't like him anymore. He flops too much. Honestly, that's the NBA. But anyways, plug in code word Coop. Don't make me go on a LeBron rant. That'll activate a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. Check them out. It's free to download the app. And like I said, it's a ton of fun to get on there and try to win some real money. And it's so quick and easy to enter those picks contests. Just ask Joel. Right? He loves the Sleeper app. Ask him. Also, is Kane Freak here? Is Kane Freak in the building? Raise your hand. Are you here, sir? Phone line's open. Phone line is open for the national championship game. And you know it's serious because I'm slamming my hand on my desk. That's how serious this is. All right, let's get y'all in here. I like that. Indiana is due for a loss. Yes, I like that. I like it. All right, I know it's ringing, but I'm going to have to reset it because it's not wanting to let... Oh, it did.
Yes.
It's George.
Hey, it's George.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it says George right here on the screen. It says George Gator fan, and then after that it says / Miami fan. Did we agree that Miami was your second favorite team?
I'm not a fan of Miami football. I like the fans. Y'all are crazy. You're fun to mess with. I don't know why I started doing this years ago.
But if you had to pick a second team, would it be Miami? Honest question. No?
No.
Who would it be?
Probably Auburn. I used to live in Auburn for many years. It was a great place. I loved it.
You're lucky I don't hang up on you right now, George.
Right. Miami might be number 5 or something.
But you're rooting for
Man,
Miami
listen.
tomorrow, right?
I hope you win, but that's my guess on my score is not going to reflect that.
Really?
I think
Okay. Well,
I don't think you'll cover that spread.
if you could have a quarterback on the Gators roster next year, let's say they both had another year of eligibility and they were going to transfer, just hang with me. Would you want Carson Beck or Fernando Mendoza?
Mendoza. That's an easy one.
Now, can you tell me why?
Because statistically, he's looking like Joe Burrow did in 2019. I mean, they catch every ball he throws. I really think it's the receivers. They just catch anything that gets near them. They're amazing. Indiana's team.
They have some good receivers. Surratt,
Yeah.
Cooper, Becker. Yeah, they got some receivers. Do you think
gonna blow my mind.
Do you think Miami's DBs can handle it though? You think they'll be up to the task?
Oh, no, man. I don't know. I just can't see Miami winning this game after what they did to Oregon.
Is
After the first
that
quarter.
the big thing that people are hanging on to? Is
It's the last
because
thing it's the last thing we saw.
that was like the last impression, and
Yeah.
they just beat the heck out of I've been seeing that a lot.
If they come out and score on their first drive against you, everyone's going to be like, okay, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
So what
But
do you?
anyway, I've been friends with you guys on your chat and some of these other Miami channels even over the years. Hey, whatever happened
This is what it
to that guy? What was his name?
To where you
Alonzo 1219. You ever heard him?
Literally
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I
joined.
know him.
George is on the phone. Let
Back
me
in the
guess.
day,
He thinks Miami will lose.
he and I had a little beef.
Okay.
I'm not here to talk down on anyone. It was a bit one-sided. I'm not a beef guy. I mean, I am,
Right.
but not with other people.
Right.
And I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a while.
I think he quit. He quit a year too soon. Anyhow, there's so many channels. There's so many freaking Miami channels. Anyway, I'll be amazed if these 3 stars beat you, but everything's going their way. Statistically, they're just a freak. I just can't believe a bunch of 3 stars just went undefeated and beat everybody they played.
So George,
I-
the people want to know.
I'm going to say, I mean, it's just a wild guess, but I'm going to say, God, I know the refs are going to want to make it exciting. How do we do this?
$600.
28-20. Indiana wins.
I don't think I have a boo button, George.
Boo! I'm only saying that because I want that money. I'm not going to make some ridiculous guess like Miami wins.
Well, that's why then I know that you're serious that you think they win because it's $600 on the line. So you believe Indiana on top. All right. 28-20. That's at least a little more respectable than what we're hearing from some of the Indiana fans. I mean, you've got it close.
I hope y'all beat their ass. I really do. Just for your sake and everybody in the chat that's always here.
Well,
These guys are funny in the chat.
George, I got you locked in.
All right.
You were the first caller in the final call-in show of the 2025 season.
Good luck
This is
tomorrow.
what
I'm
they
so
take.
pumped. This is just the most fun national
To where you
championship game in a while.
on the
This
side of
is
your
great.
helmet.
I agree.
Miami-
George,
I agree.
saying
I'd
3
like
stars
to
in a
see Miami in
derogatory
it
way about Indiana,
regularly.
while
I'd like this
wishing
to be an
Florida
every
was
year
not
thing.
stuck with their players.
It might be
Yeah.
Miami, Indiana next year, too. Who knows?
Maybe. There's one team that we know it won't be, and that's the Florida Gators.
That's true.
George,
Mm,
good talking
Mark
to you,
Cuban's,
man.
Mark Cuban's buying them players now. This could get serious. All right. See you later.
All right. Appreciate you, George.
All right. Bye.
I love how he didn't deny that it's not going to be Florida. George is a hoot. Always got something interesting to say. Yep. I got to show some love to Chris jumping in here. He dropped 5. He said, literally just joined. George is on the phone. Let me guess. He thinks Miami will lose. Bingo. Nailed it. George was the first caller of the night, Chris. He found a way. Chris also with another 5 says, George saying 3 stars in a derogatory way about Indiana while wishing Florida was not stuck with their players. Man, I don't know about that hire for Florida. I know they're on cloud 9 again, and they're winning the SEC and going to the national championship. I've said it before. I don't mind insulting that fan base a little bit just because I think they're one of the more delusional fan bases. I have almost nothing but negative interactions with them, minus 3 people. All right, so first we have a Florida fan. Now we have a Florida State fan, Mr. Nick Snyder.
Hey, haven't talked to you since last year.
That's true.
This is what
That's a great point.
To wear the U
Yep.
on the side of your helmet.
A lot of interesting
Here's to a
activity.
low-rage
Something fun
meter.
happening tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, and I really am shocked. I'm not just trying to sound cool by being like, I'm not nervous. No, I legit don't feel nervous. I don't know if maybe I will when I wake up or maybe as it gets closer. And I don't mean that even as a confidence thing. I just mean I've not been in this position. Right, Nick? I know,
yeah.
You know, like I got to see the 2001 national championship, like we say, but I was neutral there. That's what pushed me to become a fan because I didn't have a team. As an actual, like I would consider myself, bleed orange and green, diehard Miami fan, love this squad and this program. It's the first time I've got to watch them with that mindset, really truly being a fan. So I didn't know how I was going to feel going into this game. And I'm surprised that I'm not more nervous.
Well, we spent forever, remember, arguing about if the committee was even going to let Miami in the playoff in the first place. So this is like, it feels like you're just playing with house money, especially since it's in Miami.
Yeah, and maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's because even though I wanted to believe, I didn't know necessarily that Miami would make it all the way to the national championship. I mean, it's 2 teams in the entire country that get here. And I'd been so used to getting burned and something happening, whatever that may be, for whatever reason. Yet here we are. So maybe I'm just in shock. I don't know.
That would be, yeah. All you got to do is get in the dance, and then whatever happens, happens.
Anything could happen, right? You're right. We're there.
Yep.
We're there.
You just
So
gotta take
anything
advantage
can
of it
happen.
while you got it.
You can't say it's impossible. We've been saying this since they got in the playoffs, right? You cannot stand here and say it is impossible for Miami to win a national championship.
Well, what this really does is deteriorate a lot of the dumb narratives around the sport. The SEC's dominance and, the blue chip ratio, blah, 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 because, again, Indiana with all those 3 stars, but they have a well-disciplined, well-coached team that's player-led. So
They're a very disciplined
yeah.
football team.
Yep. I think that's why they're succeeding at such a high level. They're able to beat teams with elite talent because they're so buttoned up and veteran.
Would you, if Florida State got to pick, would you want Beck or Mendoza?
Mendoza.
Okay. It's not like a trick question. I'm just curious. I understand he's put up bigger numbers this season. I know.
The problem is, to be real, I don't think either of them really fit Gus's offense. You got to find some tricky players for that. So if we had a different offensive coordinator, yeah, that answer would be different. But our offensive line can't block long enough for either of them. Just being real.
So, Nick, what are you thinking? National championship.
Well, you know my numbers, don't you?
I mean, I know them, but for the people,
For the
we have
people,
to hear it again.
31-17.
Yep.
to where the U
It's
on
been
the
close.
side of your
31-17.
helmet.
It has
All
been
season.
close.
Is it me or does that Florida
Yeah,
State
I was
game
like
seem like a year
2
ago?
off one game, but no, I think it's 31-17 Indiana. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm sorry.
I know.
Miami
I know
fans,
you're
but
not. I just. You're sure you want me to write?
Indiana, yes, they don't really beat themselves. That's why I think it's. I don't. If they play mistake-free football, Miami's just going to have to play mistake-free as well, and that's not something that we're accustomed to seeing from Miami.
All right, Nick. The people aren't going to be happy, but you have to go with what you believe is going to happen, regardless of opinions from other people, because there's money on the line.
Yep. But you got us
31,
out of the way. You got the Florida
17.
State fan putting all the hype on Miami or Indiana.
Unbelievable, man. I can't even get a Canes fan on the line, and then people that root for opposing teams don't pick Miami. Crazy.
Yep.
Nick, hey, I appreciate you. I'm glad we could get you in here. I'm just going to say it. I hope your score prediction is way off, or at the very least, if it is those numbers, I hope it's flipped and it's Miami with the 31, of course. But we'll find out tomorrow.
Indeed, we will. You guys have had an amazing season either way.
Yep.
Y'all have a good one now.
All right. Appreciate you, Nick.
See ya.
Is this what it's going to be? Nobody's going to pick Miami tonight? No. All right. Chris with another $4.99. He says, "Is it me or does it seem like Florida State game played that Florida State played like a year ago?" Yeah.
31-21 Miami wins, raising hands, medium dark skin tone prediction score.
Really kind of wrapped their season up once they played the Canes, and I know they had been struggling before that, but it's really like everything just tanked and went downhill after that. It's crazy how after getting beat down by Miami, it can just screw up your entire season. It's wild. That was really like kind of I would say that was the nail in the coffin. If they wouldn't have made me take off my shoes, they might have had more of a chance to win. But it's what happens, Nick Valentine with the 5 says 31-21 Miami wins. There we go. That's what we like to hear. Appreciate you, Nick. We'll get the phone lines open back up here again. We'll let it read out this message from Sheldon. Beat down by 6. Well,
On the side of your helmet.
Co-op, can you get me down for 31-28 Miami? Thanks, Co-op. I love your show. Today is my B-Day.
Happy
We
birthday.
won Natty when I was 11. My son is 11 now, guys.
That's a cool story. Is your son interested in football at all? Specifically Miami? That's awesome. Got you for 31-28. Close game. Happy birthday. Thank you, my friend. That would be cool, right? If you could watch Miami win the Natty when you were 11 and then you and your son watch it together and he's 11. How cool of a story is that? Appreciate you, Sheldon. Thank you for blocking me from the phone line. You are not blocked from the phone line. The way the phone line works is you can't get through until I flip the switch open. When I flip it open, anywhere from 20 to 100 people are calling. The first one that pops up, I answer. You're not blocked. It's off at the moment. You're not blocked. I'm not blocking anybody from calling. You're selling the car, Coop? Whoa. Let's not get carried away, Joel. Let's not get carried away here. Come on. Look, I said that, you know what? That blue uniform actually looks cool. Right? I can compliment. Taylor, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Can I really complain?
I don't see why you would, man. This is something that we've been wanting for how many years now, Coop? 23?
Very, very long time, to say the least.
I still can't believe it's real, bro. Like, for real. Well, I mean, like I said, just going back to the SMU loss, I legit was crashing out like, bro, why does Mario always do this? Why do we always buy in and we get freaking let down, but talk about a freaking redemption arc. I mean, dude, this is. I'm speechless, man. I legit can't believe tomorrow, like, we're playing for the Natty at home.
I know, and it's like people think that bringing up the Louisville or SMU loss is going to like lower the hype for being in the national championship, when really I just sit back and kind of like how you brought it up, think about how far we've come since then. So it's more so when they keep bringing that up, I'm like, wow, you know what? We did lose those games. And for me, I can only speak for myself at least, you know, I was kind of down in the dumps a bit. And I'm like, here we go again. Yet now here we are, the night before the national championship game. Man, we're in it.
It's almost like people forget that if you get into the postseason, your season starts over, right? So since Miami's been in the postseason, they are nowhere near how they were in the Louisville and SMU losses. Like, it's a night and day difference for how different they're playing. So, I mean, if you want to say like how you guys lost those games, I'm like, well, if you watch the games, those games, Miami beat themselves most of the time.
Right,
The
it's
SMU game had
still
lot of-
a loss at the end of the day, but the context does matter a little bit. It is important.
Yeah, and for all the Indiana fans that are saying it's going to be a blowout, first off, how long have you been a fan of your team? Because y'all certainly didn't show up 2 years ago when there was nobody in your stadiums. This isn't basketball, so I don't know why they're saying it's going to be a blowout. Maybe y'all should watch some Miami footage instead of going off of box scores and watching the Alabama and Oregon games, which, let's be real, Alabama limped in. They should never even have gotten in, to be honest. Oregon was beat up, and they beat themselves in both games, if you watch that. So, yeah, is Mendoza cool? Yeah, he won the Heisman, but to compare him to Joe Burrow 2019 and to compare that team with the LSU football team that year, come on, dude. What are we even talking about?
Yeah, they're definitely. I said before that I think that seems to be the case. Is they're laser focused in on the two losses, and then they continue to just, for them, focus on that Oregon game specifically. Which again, they handle business. I understand that Oregon gave them a ton of points. You start the game with the pick six. They did still win it to advance to the national championship, but I just don't understand how. I might come up here Wednesday and say, look, I was dead wrong, but I just don't understand how you can think they're beating Miami by 3+ touchdowns. I know that's the number I keep throwing around, but it's because that's what I keep seeing. And it's coming up so much that I can't seem to tell the difference between if it's trolling or they actually believe it or not.
Dude, do you remember the last time Miami lost by double digits?
I don't know the specific game, no. It wasn't last year.
No, it was 2023 against NC State.
Okay.
So
That
it's
sounds
been a
about
very
right, yeah.
long time. So for why they are thinking it's going to be a blowout, I mean, even as bad as our defense was last year, we didn't get blown out by anybody. So to make it, I don't know why they're saying they're going to get blown out in this game. I honestly don't know, man. I mean,
yeah, people are asking
trust
to
our
take those bets. I have 2 bets running with people who say Indiana will win by 21+. They put 100 on it.
I mean, unless they're seeing something that I'm not seeing, I honestly don't know. But I like how, like, me and you were talking about the other day about how, bro, there's no way Miami is gonna lose this game at home. I mean, is it going to be a close game? Yeah, it's going to be a close game. I mean, I think my score prediction is going to be pretty close. But to have the guys that have been with the program since 2022, 23, Mario's first ever recruiting class, play at home, playing for the city. They got the whole city on their back, bro. Like, I can't see them losing this game. I mean, if they lose the game, it's going to be like a last-second field goal or something, or Mendoza actually does a Heisman moment, but – bro, I don't see it happening, man.
You almost just have to think, and you have to go out there and play the game. Not getting ahead of ourselves. It feels almost like it's meant to be, with it being at Hard Rock and after everything that happened. And you know what I mean? You just kind of have a feeling, right? Like you said, that it would just, I just don't feel like that Indiana's going to come in there at Hard Rock and win their first ever national championship against a team that's been what they've been through playing at Hard Rock. It just...
Yeah. I'll go and I'll give you one more thing, and then I'll give you my score prediction.
All right.
I mean, if Indiana is going to beat Miami, number one, of course, they're the most disciplined team. Sure, right? They are. They are small, but they're athletic. But I don't think they've ever truly been tested yet. I mean, you can say the close games with, like, you know, Penn State, Ohio State, but I mean, physically tested, I don't think anybody's has beaten them down to a pulp yet. And they're going to find out tomorrow that that's all Miami is on both sides of the ball. They're going to have to execute, but if they can't run the ball, dude, it's going to be a long day for that team. And as for our offense, all Carson Beck has got to do, bro, play like you did against Ohio State, and we're not going to lose the game. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I feel like for Miami, you got to go in there, especially for Carson Beck. These guys are the athletes. I'm just a fan. These guys do all the training and prep work and stuff. But I feel like as long as they don't go in and overthink it, like, because this is the national championship, and again, Hard Rock is an advantage by being the familiarity, if anything. Even if you want to say, well, look at the crowd, blah blah blah, like that's where Miami plays their home games. You can't go in there and overthink this game. You can't go out there. You know, got to play ball, but don't try to do too much. Go out there and do what you've been doing in the playoffs, right? Exactly. Hero. That would have been a better way to put it. The hero ball. Yeah.
Outside of that, Coop, I mean, I don't know if these dudes, after taking this many hits, body blows, it's going to be a heavyweight boxing match, but I don't think these dudes are going to hang with us, man, to be honest. So that's going to be a good segue for my score prediction. So
I'm ready.
For it?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to say Miami wins 31-20.
31-20. We have our first Miami victory predicted tonight, and it's by 11.
Yeah. Oh, and Coop, notice how all your callers, they went from Florida State, Miami. Now, was that by design?
Or
did you just make that up?
The big three.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to pretend like we did it on purpose because, you know, we're very organized around here, and this is exactly how we planned it. So, 31-20. It's quite right. I mean, they're 7.5 point favorite, so they've got them winning by a touchdown, roughly. I like it.
Yeah, and Vegas has been just they have not been accurate this year. I mean, like from the team standpoint, they've been off, but like they've been generally close on the scores. But I think it's the Natty, dude. It's in Miami. Shit's gonna get real. I think they're gonna win by 11.
They had Ohio State as a 9.5 point favorite. How much did Miami beat them by?
10.
Maybe I should have took Miami by 7.
Yeah. All right, Coop. Yeah, hope we learned something.
All right, Taylor, I got you locked in for the 600. 31-20. Canes on top. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
That final call for the season. This was it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was about to say it's the last call, man. So let's make it count, all right?
Yep, absolutely. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
All right, bro. Go Canes.
All right, peace. Maybe that's what I should have done. I should have just flipped it. Yep, state of Florida represent. We got a lot of Florida viewers in here. You know, it's all Miami. We're talking about the Natty, but has the Rams game concluded? I don't have a dog in this fight. Just curious. The Bears going to screw it up? The Rams won? Oh, shoot. Man. Because that's at Chicago. Yeah. Man, oh, man. Bears season is over. my team ain't in it. So, yeah, there you go. It just updated. Final in OT 20-17. All right, let's open it back up. We'll take some more phone calls. We'll keep it short, sweet, and to the point tonight. So we'll maybe be live till like 10:30. Then we'll wrap it up because we got a big day to prepare for tomorrow. I feel you, man. That's been me for a couple days, Juan. Yep. All right, we got a 478. Who we got tonight?
What's up, man? This is Josh. I'm out of Georgia.
Josh out of Georgia. Let me get your
my YouTube's Relapse.
Relapse?
Or Reflex, I'm sorry.
Reflex. I'll get your number written down. Well, then I got to ask, you're from Georgia, or in Georgia, at least. I don't know if you're from there.
Yeah, I'm from middle Georgia.
Okay.
I'm a Miami fan. I don't like Georgia.
Oh, you're a Miami fan. Well, there you go. That's what I was going to ask you, is if you're a Canes fan. So how'd that happen then? Yeah, I just got to ask real quick. Why don't you root for them dogs?
My dad, he was when he was a kid, they were dominant in the 80s. He said he saw the colors on the screen, and that was the combo got him, the color combos. And I also think he bandwagoned. But he's been a fan since then, so I was raised that way. I've been through it all. My first ever memory of Miami is actually my dad took me to the LSU Miami game in 03 when they lost. Pretty shitty, but still a fun experience.
Yeah. Well, look, hey, around that era, we're talking about then and beyond, right? Seen more bad than good. You're still here. So I'd say you're a real one. I don't think anybody can doubt the fandom.
Dude, I go crazy. I cried when they beat Ohio State. So when they won against Ohio State, I knew they were going all the way. So yeah, I'm pretty big on them.
Yeah, and that's what people kept saying, right? You play that game, and it's like, hey, whoever wins this game is going to end up winning the national championship. Then they turn around and said it again against Ole Miss. Then we get here with Indiana, and it's all Indiana.
I don't believe it.
So what's your, without giving a number just yet, and we'll get that here in just a second, I mean, where's your confidence level? Are you feeling pretty good going into this game, or are you...
There's two sides of me. Yes, I am. As of right now, I feel pretty good about it. Here's the way I'm thinking. So let me go back to the Ole Miss game. That game was, in my opinion, those players, oh my God, we have a chance to go all the way, and they're shooting themselves in the foot, and they still won after all that. I feel like 4 or 5 drop picks, 10 penalties.
Yeah, a lot. A lot against the flu. A lot of them had the flu.
Hell yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like Miami, if Mario got them right, which I truly think he did, I don't see us losing this game. I was even looking at some film with their linemen, their left and right tackles. With the way Bain, even Mesidor lines up on the outside, they're really wide. And when they were playing against lesser defensive linemen in Oregon, they were on their back foot just with those guys. So if that's happening against them, Bain and Mesidor are going to eat. The teams tend to find them out later in the game, fourth quarter. They'll kind of move the pressure towards them instead of backing up on their back foot. But until then, what are they going to do? They haven't ran against speed like that until now, and I think that's going to decide it.
I think they might get a little shocked early on. Like, I think that they will adjust and they'll do better, but I think opening up in the game, they might be a little surprised by Miami, given most of the competition they faced.
I will always support.
And I mean, people like to say, well, Ohio State and them was a different game. That's over a month ago. I really don't care. I think that later in the season, that team is the same team, just like Miami is the same team we saw against Pitt late in the season. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't think we're losing this game. I mean, listen, if they go out and they penalize themselves, yeah, I see it happening. I even trust Beck. We've seen him all playoff long. He hasn't made many mistakes. Even whenever he's throwing behind receivers, it's rare. He's not – the big thing he's doing is overthrowing receivers on big balls, but they don't take those shots much anyway. So
that is a good point. That's very true. Which is why I was saying, too, just don't go in there and overthink it. You just have to continue to do what you've been doing in these games. It's worked well enough to get you the W. Yeah. And I think that they can continue with that same game plan against Indiana and should still be able to come out with the win. With that
Yeah.
being said, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 27-20 Miami. I think late in the game, well, I think before halftime they probably get a touchdown, and probably even in the first quarter. They might score again late in the game, and then the rest are just field goals. I think we figure them out. I think our secondary is really good. And then, of course, after halftime, we get a really fresh somebody who shouldn't have been kicked out in the first place. So I think that's really going to help us out because he'll be really fresh and eager to eat.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. Like I said, you can take. I know I already spent too much time talking about this, but even if you were to apply this to an Indiana player, if it had happened to them in their previous game, I just think it's bull. And it just hurts even more the fact that it is the national championship, because think for him, for Lucas, like this is the game. And then here you are having to sit out the first half because of it's ridiculous.
It is. But I think, honestly, maybe I'm just a crazy fan. I really think that's going to help us in the long run. I mean, he's going to be so fresh and just ready to go out there and pop. And I really think that's going to help us.
Well, I like it. Kind of look at the positive side of it. I like it. So, Josh, I got you locked in 27-20. I'll save your number. Let's not make it a one-time thing. We'll get you in here. From Georgia, I got 27-20. Canes on top. I got you officially entered. And hopefully this time tomorrow, we'll see if it's about 8, 9, 10, a little bit after halftime. Hopefully we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, man, I hope so. I'll be in your stream, man.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, we'll see you then. Peace, bro.
Bye.
Okay. Now we're getting some of those Miami W's rolling in. I want to give a big shout out here to Legend. Sitting up on top there, he says, I'm finally a top dono. Mission accomplished. I don't have it like that, but I will always support. Hopefully talk to you soon. Go Canes. We got to hit him with one of these, man, getting on top. Legend! If it's even still working. I never go back and check these to see if it is. Appreciate you, bro, for the love, man. Anybody hanging out, watching, liking, disliking, just being here. Being part of the family means more than I could even put into words. Thank you for the support, Legend. Man, we've made so many memories this season, right? Think about that as a family, even if you're not a Canes fan, as a college football family member. Think about all the memories we made in the 2025 season, and it all comes down to this one final game, the last one. From India checking in. We got MS79 on the line. How are you, bro? I think we just asked each other how we're doing at the same time. Is that what you just asked?
Yeah, I was just saying, how you doing?
You first.
Good, man. Hey, man, we're
answer is the same as your answer, man. We're playing for the national championship tomorrow.
We're gonna be winning that thing tomorrow. Is what's gonna happen. Man, we're there. Just think, we were crying the other day against MTSU.
Feels like it was yesterday, you know?
It does. And all the trolls were just people like George, in here talking smack.
And we can get on here, right, and talk about things that have happened in the past, whether it be good or bad. In this moment, I truly could not care less. I mean, we're playing for a national championship tomorrow, so you can laugh and say you lost to this team, you did that, but we're all trying to play in this game, so you can keep, keep coping, keep hating. Look, it is what it is. All right.
Hey, I wanted to say something about something somebody brought up earlier. I wasn't sure if it was you or the caller, but they were talking about Indiana. I think it was the caller. I think it was Taylor. He was talking about Indiana's guys are smaller, quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when Manny Diaz was our coach? Unfortunately, you have to remember this. He went to a lot of our guys were smaller and faster. Not while Rick was the coach, but when he was the coach. So after about 2 years of him being the coach, we had smaller, faster guys. And what happened to our defense? it started getting crushed because we were playing bigger teams that had bigger linemen, like our linemen now, and we were getting ran over.
That's true.
So, and what did Saban say? You know,
he likes those big asses.
Win.
Big asses.
You know,
yep.
I'm sorry, dude. These guys are not going to be able to push us off the ball. I mean,
and did you notice? Have you watched the Inside Insight at all? If you haven't, it's fine. I'm just asking.
I did, yes.
Okay. I specifically asked Alec, my guest, how he felt about that. Yeah, I said, what do you think about, you know, this the size mismatch here, height and weight with Miami? Do you think that's going to be a problem? And I'm pretty sure he said it won't be a problem. We're faster. We're, you know, so we'll see. And I just want to add real quick. I'm not trying to take up your airtime here. People have to understand. I say this at least once a stream. I have so many people that get mad at me on those because they say, Coop, why didn't you push back? Why did you let this man spew all this stuff and say all these things? And look, I know people get tired of seeing me do this and make this analogy, but I just always have to remind them, MS, right?
Right.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That thing just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper for 26 straight minutes. And I get this weird, odd, unexplainable satisfaction from letting them come on. And I ask the questions, right? Because to be fair, I don't advertise it as a debate. It's not you know what, I'm going to tell you why Miami's going to win. You tell me why Indiana's going to win. I say, you know what? You like Indiana. I'm going to ask you questions about Indiana, and let's see what they think from their point of view. Well, this man, hey, he really hyping up Indiana. A lot of times those guests end up regretting some of those things that they say. And as you just said, I let them dig that hole deeper and deeper. That's what I like. It's just something that I enjoy. I like doing that. And that's why you were bringing that up. It was interesting to hear his take on that.
Yes, exactly. And that's been the whole narrative for a lot of these people, has been that exact argument. Oh, well, this and this, you know. Well, what was Ohio State supposed to do to us? And Mark Fletcher just marched it down the field, and Marty Brown just ran it in the end zone, and that's what happened, because that's what we can do. You know, Texas A&M. What can you, dude? He had 173 yards against them, or 153. He was either I think it was 172.
Who, Fletcher?
Fletcher.
Yeah, it was like 172 or 175. Yeah, somewhere around in that
by
realm.
Himself. You know, and you're telling me that the Indiana guys are bigger and more used to the physical abuse than A&M was? I mean, don't get me wrong, SECPN is not the way it used to be, but they're still built big. They're bigger, you know, and Ohio State's bigger.
And yeah, he did acknowledge the right side of that offensive line, though, as far as talking about if they were to load up Bain and Mesidor on that same side, that it could definitely be a problem. He did say that.
Well, just Bain and Mesidor, man, we have other ones that are ballers, too.
It's just everybody knows. That's like the household names, you know. Everybody. Yeah. My mom knows Bain and Mesidor. My grandma knows Bain and Mesidor.
Yep. Dude, if Blay can stop from jumping off sides, he's a beast.
Yeah.
You know, he's a chunker in the inside, dude.
Yeah.
Lightfoot, you know.
I want to see one of those moments. I want to see one of those moments where Mendoza's kind of nobody's open, everybody's covered, and then Keontae Scott comes running down there downhill, shooting out of that thing like a rocket, man, and just bam.
Or Basaint, like Basaint did in the Cal game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's having flashbacks to the Nam on that one, brother. Yeah. I'm going to go with Miami winning this. Dude, I've had a couple numbers floating around. I want to say 24-17, but I'm going to say 27-17. Miami wins.
Okay. 10-point victory.
My biggest reason for that. If we can smoke Ohio State like we did, and we did that That's about
Isn't it
right.
funny how now, and I hate to always keep bringing that stuff up, but now you don't hear people say, "Man, they beat the big bad Ohio State." I don't hear anybody saying that.
No, no, Miami cheated, or if we played this game 9 times out of 10,
or just like it wasn't that big of a
deal.
deal. When before it was Ohio State's winning it all. Then you come out there, they're a 10-point favorite roughly. You beat them by 10, and that's like, yeah, but Indiana, right? But Indiana, they're 15-0.
Well, I honestly, I'm going to be really honest. I was more worried about Ole Miss than I am Indiana.
Yeah, I mean that offense with Chambliss and
Yes, they were a high-powered offense. He reminds me of Cam Ward a lot, man. Like, dude, they were, and they almost got it. Okay, we had there were some bad calls on both sides, so I don't want to say that anything like Ole Miss could be like, oh, they cheated. No, there was bad calls on both sides. But we had the flu, like they said. We had a couple other, things going wrong too. I mean, and you can't drop 28 picks.
And that, again, not to make excuses because you still just have to find a way to win. It's part of it.
Yep.
But that was something, the reason why Canes fans keep pointing to that once they mentioned it is because that was kind of uncharacteristic for that Miami defense.
Yes. I mean, dude, they played hot potato like 3 times.
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, we're gonna be national champs tomorrow.
Can you imagine?
Dude, I'm taking extra blood pressure medicine. I know you're supposed to do that, but
at the very least, I'll take some ibuprofen or something. I don't want if I either way, not going to declare victory before. I mean, I guess I am. I'm predicting a Miami win, but running around in here, I don't want to sprain an ankle or something, and I go ahead and start trying to work on the swelling and things that might happen. So.
Yeah, get the ice packs and the freezer.
I'll be locked and loaded. I'll be ready.
All right, man. Pet on Max for me.
Appreciate you. I'll do it. We'll see you tomorrow.
14-2 tomorrow.
I love it.
All right.
All right. Peace,
later,
man.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's something I get a ton of feedback on the Inside Insight shows, and I'm sure it's me. It's probably me not being clear with what they are, or maybe it's just people giving some feedback and they would like to see more of that. Maybe eventually we can do a thing where we bring someone on and we debate. I'm just not a super good trash talker. I admit that I try to take little jabs and stuff, but I'm not great with the trash talk. I think it's interesting to see the game from the other side's point of view, which is why I'm probably not great at trash talking, because I try to put myself in their shoes as well and say, okay, well, why are they viewing the game like this? And so I thought, it would be fun to bring those people on, and I don't necessarily sit there and question everything they're saying. I let them speak their mind and talk about the game how they see it. And then we can react to it, right? You go in the comments and we say, no, this guy's crazy. I can't believe he said this. And then we break it down from there. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow, Shogun. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. We'll do the live watch. Yep, we will be live. We will be live tomorrow for the game. Lisa says 28-24. Indiana. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. We'll take a couple more calls, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm guessing most people are not going to sleep very much tonight. So, all right, we have a 678 on the line. Who we got tonight?
Hold on, Coop. Hello?
What's up? Who we got?
Oh, we got Dion on the line, Coop. Finally, I made it through.
Dion. Now, is that your YouTube username, or is it?
Yeah.
It is.
That's my government name too. But yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just making sure, because sometimes people, their username, I know people buy their YouTube username and then they'll call and give me their real name, and I'll be like, who? And I'm not being disrespectful. It's just I know you buy your YouTube
I'm not doing
name.
all that.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
So heck yeah, man, we got you in. What are you thinking? Talk to me.
Hey, we've been waiting a long time for this one, Coop. A long time for this one. 24 years we've been waiting for this. It's our time. Um, a lot of disrespect. I've been hearing Indiana this, Indiana that. Um, and I think tomorrow night everything This is come what it together. I takes think history repeats to wear itself, you and on the from side of your everything I've heart. heard, Coop, we won
Lightning
3
round.
championships at the Orange Bowl. This is it. It was meant to be. We said it when they let us in. We might win the whole thing.
So we kept saying, right? Just give Miami an opportunity, and they're built for this. Just get them in.
Absolutely.
They can make a run. And
Absolutely.
you're
We've
right.
been on the
You
run.
cannot downplay the importance of that. Like, again, they want to keep talking about so many Indiana fans have traveled down here and stuff. But again, I talk about still just playing in your house and the familiarity that you
listen.
have there with that, the prep work this
Right.
week and stuff. It is definitely an advantage for Miami.
Oh yeah, I feel like this. They travel down. They're gonna get some good weather for a few days. They going back home to the cold without their trophy. That's how I'm looking at it. We ready. We built for this. Mario been building this for 4 years, and tomorrow night we make a point. We make a point. We've been disrespected. They saying all these pundits saying, what does Miami have to do to not get blew out? I think we're gonna take that personal, and I think we win it tomorrow night.
What are you thinking?
Number
What do you
6 is
got?
coming. I got us 27-23. We winning it.
27-23. Canes on top.
Canes on top, Coop. I ain't gonna keep you long, but thanks for everything. Love the platform, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I appreciate you, man. If that ends up being the score, you win. I say 600. It's $603.50. So don't worry. I'll save your number. I'll be in contact if it happens, my man. I appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you, Coop.
All right. Thanks, bro.
All right.
Got him locked in, man. Another number we can add there to the list. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Eric with the big 2. He says lightning round. That is probably what we're going to activate. Next year I'm going to have a button I press, and it pops up with like lightning shoots down, and there's this big deep voice that says lightning round. And it's like a big thing. Fastest lightning round on the platform, by the way, if you're new here. LSU, good to see you. One says, Coop, hope you do this show past midnight. You're not going to sleep well tonight. Let's get it open back up here. We're ready. We're locked in. I'm going to ask again, is Kane Freak here? I wanted to give him a shout out for something that he did. What we'll do is I'll do it after this call no matter what. You guys are not going to believe this. Some of you might remember it. We'll see. Eric!
Cool.
What's up, man?
Man,
We're here, bro. We're here.
We are, brother. We are.
We've been here
We
the
are. I would
night
like-
before every game. Well, minus Florida State because I was in Tallahassee at the time.
Hey, I totally understand that and respect that.
But for the most part, right? We've been here the night before every game. I said, as a family, we come together, we get hype about the game, and it's just insane to think. Imagine if I had told you at any point we were going to be doing this call-in show here in January.
You on the side of your head.
Right?
Damn brew, let me in
That's
loudly,
crazy.
crying, folded hands, folded hands.
But I know it's lightning round, and I don't want to keep everybody. So there's plenty of others. Because this is a national championship. You got to get a lot of callers in. This is a national championship, dog.
Let me write your name down. Hold on. All right, Eric, what do you got for me?
Well, I was going to agree with George,
What?
but reversed.
Oh, okay. You had me in the first
Pause
half,
for dramatic,
there. Yeah.
Pause for dramatic effect. So then I changed it, and then the second caller was going to be what my second pick was. I'm like,
Who was that? Who was that? Oh, Nick. Wait, what? Oh, but you mean
Mhm.
flipped, but
The
flipped.
Florida
Okay,
State
but
guy.
flipped. Yeah.
Yeah, but George was going to do 28-20, but Miami winning. And then I was going to do 31-20, but the other the Miami fan picked that.
Yeah, that's what Taylor had.
I'm
Yep.
going to go with, so I'm going to go with 27-20. And
I got
caveat.
what I gotta ask. Who's the winner?
Miami.
Oh, okay. All right. The U.
I'm gonna add a
Okay.
caveat. That's it.
All right.
Yes, sir. I have
I'm
a
ready.
caveat. I think Carson Beck is going to have his best game of his career.
Man, could you imagine for him and that NFL resume? Because I know people still continue to doubt, and we talk about it. He's not been absolutely perfect, but if he could come out here, I mean, the quarterback is one of the most important positions there on the field. If he can come to Miami and help them win their first national championship since the 2001 season, that's got to say a lot about the guy. It's obviously not just him. It's a team effort, but he is the starting quarterback. So imagine what that would do for him if he comes out and plays, like you said, just a heck of a game in the national championship. Everybody's hyping up Indiana. Don't want to hear them all of a sudden not talk about them in a good way if Miami ends up beating them. You're right. It would be huge for him.
Yes. Yeah, and I think if he wins, he either ties or takes over the most wins against top 20, top 10 maybe, or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at that.
In history, I think he's either going to tie it or he's going to break the record.
Ooh, I need to look that up. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. I saw that in one of the games, one of the playoff games. Well, I think if they played it, they showed it on every one of them. But
Yeah, we'll have to get the specifics on that and see exactly what it is. That'd be pretty sick.
yeah. But yes, sir. We'll let you get to the others. Hopefully, get a lot more callers in and get their scores and everything. And by the way, Coop, we finished third in nationals this year. The Spiders Nationals in Florida last weekend.
I think I'm allowed to clap at that. That's good, right?
Oh, yeah. Considering only 312 players out of 6,000 make the tournament.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Congrats.
So I was happy. So hopefully my luck goes into the Canes too, baby.
There you go. Well, Eric, I got you locked in, man. And am I going to see you tomorrow?
I'll be there.
All right. Let's do it, man. One final game.
Yes, sir. Love you, brother.
All right. Appreciate you. Love you too, man.
I mean.
See, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Family, right? Eric ends the call with, love you, brother. Got to welcome a new Canes fam member, King Gent 4407. Appreciate you, bro. Welcome officially to the Canes fam. I'm already using the emotes. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome aboard, my friend. Flicks also with the 2 says, bro, let me in. We'll try to get you in here. I feel like it's that meme of the guy where he's outside the gate and he's like shaking it. I want to give a shout out. I don't think that you guys know Cane Freak 2001, right? I want to give him a big shout out. He wanted to do this. I don't even, it's not a bet. A bet would be the wrong word, but he wanted to do this thing where he said, for every sack that Ruben Bain gets in the regular season, Coop, I will send you $100. And I'm happy to report that Bain, right, we're not talking about going into the playoffs. We're talking about in the regular season here. And Cane Freak, I marked out the name because it puts his real name, obviously. He PayPal'd me $450 a couple days ago. I always tell people, man, like these can just be for fun. Like you don't have to actually do that. You guys know Joel does that a lot. Likes to make these bets and things like that. And I appreciate it, but you don't have to actually do it. I thought it was just kind of like a little fun, playful, hey, I'll send you $100 for every sack he gets. Well, he did it. So shout out to Cane Freak 2001. Appreciate you. Holy smokes. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to show him some love and shout him out for that. I don't know if he's here, but that's crazy. Yeah. 31-26 Indiana. If you're an Indiana fan, put a 2. I'm just curious. I'm not trying to call you out or put you on the spot. I want to know. There's at least 2 Indiana fans in here, which is cool. We got my man Flicks in the building, the Hoosiers' #1 fanboy right here.
Whoa, wait, what?
Oh, wrong guy. Different Flicks.
Hey, it's the Hurricane Flicks out here, bro.
I got you mixed up with somebody else. My bad. How you doing, man?
Whoa. Whoa there, Coop.
Now we're trying to see if there's any Indiana fans in the building. There's at least 2 or 3.
We'll see. But hey, Hurricane Flicks out here, bro. This Hurricane Flicks right here.
Hurricane Flicks. I like it. You you scared of old Sig Netty?
He's a good coach for sure, but I mean, would I say scared? No, but he's a good coach. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree. I do. I mean, you can't deny that's the thing. Yeah, just like I said with Mendoza, I think Mendoza's a pretty good quarterback. I hope he has a shit game tomorrow. Absolutely terrible. Worst stats he's had the entire season. And I'll say the same thing about Signetti. I hope he has multiple brain farts. He's struggling with everything. Mario Cristobal and the Miami staff is 2 steps ahead of him every play. But I do have to give the man some credit because he goes into Indiana, and all you have to do is Google Indiana's football program and look at their wins. It's terrible. And the man comes in there in his first year and freaking takes them to the playoffs. Like, I can't hate on that. They're playing in the national championship in his second year. So he's worked a miracle over there at Indiana.
Somehow he did.
But it's a shame he's going to have to come up just short right here at the tail end of things, you know?
Oh yeah. But one thing I am scared about is that there's some big Indiana crowds at Miami. I will say that.
Yeah, I've seen some videos popping up on Twitter. I mean, they definitely travel well, for sure.
I am kind of scared for that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of scared for that because there's no way there is more Indiana fans than our fans. That's gonna hurt. Well, that's gonna hurt.
Have you seen their alumni? Like how many people have attended that university?
Yeah, they have so my good Lord.
It's a lot.
But hey, but I'll tell you what, we make more noise, I'll tell you that. We'll make more noise, though, I'll tell you that much.
We'll see. It's definitely going to be rowdy. I mean, it's a national championship. Yeah. You have a Miami Hurricanes fan base that's been just so hungry, for so long. We've been starving for this moment. Here we are. And then you have Indiana fans who, it's not even a shot. They've not ever been on this stage before. So they're obviously pumped and excited. They're feeling good. They're 15-0. That fan interaction is going to be a bit interesting tomorrow night at the game, right?
Oh, yeah. And by the way, so the same question that the reporter asked Mendoza about the throwing the down, they asked the wide receiver, and he threw it down, by the way.
Oh, I did not see that.
He threw it down, by the way. So, well, hey, man, just letting you know, if you guys lose, that will be used.
It is the curse. I don't know if the curse activates when it's not during the game. I guess we'll find out if you believe in that,
Yeah, we'll see.
When he did it, did he at least throw down the Miami U, not the Utah U?
Oh, no. He threw the Utah U for sure.
Okay. Well, at least he did it right. If he's going to disrespect us, at least do it the right way.
Yeah. Hey. Everybody, bro. Nobody knows how to throw the U up, bro. Everybody just does the Utah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
So, Flicks, what are you thinking? $600 on the line if you get this right. It's the last game of the season.
Okay. So, I hope to blow up, but it won't be blow up. I will give Miami 24 and Indiana 20.
All right. Canes on top by 4. So have it being somewhat close. I'm kind of in that realm too, right? Kind of mid-20s. I think that makes sense. But you got Miami on top. I like it.
Hey, man. The weather will affect the throwing. I will say that.
I know. I hope that the wind isn't, like we were talking about earlier, 20 miles per hour. I wouldn't want it to be kind of wonky with that or make field goals and stuff more difficult. We'll see. And both teams got to play in it, so it is what it is.
I think it'll help us more, I think.
It could, maybe,
feel
right?
like
If Miami comes out there and Fletcher's running the ball really well, him and Marty Brown, potentially.
One thing I do like about this is I like facing Indiana more than Ole Miss because Indiana will try to be dominant with us instead of shifting everything. And I feel like we can be more dominant towards them. I feel like they'll try to challenge us, but they won't win. That's what scares me about Ole Miss. They're like our SMU type team, but we beat them. But this time, they're going to go straight at us, and we're going to go reply back. I will say that. Ruben Bain is ready. Ruben Bain is ready.
I like it. Flicks, as always, man, I appreciate all of the support during the 2025 season. It feels like I'm about to tell you goodbye or something forever. I'll literally see you tomorrow, but the final night before a call-in stream, it's just an awesome feeling. Typically the last one would have been in late November. And again, I continue to say that here we are, really 4 extra games. Texas A&M, Ohio State, Ole Miss, and now here we are, Indiana in the national championship. So last one for the season, and I'm glad we got you in here.
Yep. Hey, let's go to Darren Menshaw, baby, 2026.
Miami Mensa. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, see you, bro.
Peace. Miami Mensa. All right, we'll take like maybe 1 or 2 more. Sluggo says, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. We'll take 1 or 2 more, and then we'll call tonight. I'll try to get y'all in here. We just got some prep work and stuff we got to do for tomorrow to get ready for the big game. Metal Guy, it was good to see you. I saw your comment in there. Miami has suffered for 20-plus years. You can't deny that we deserve this. I agree. The team, the coaching staff, the fans, everybody that has stood in the paint and continued to rep the guys in the orange and green, put that U on your chest, man. We do deserve this. Absolutely. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise or take that away from you. Legend, we got you in, bro.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
What's up? I keep telling people I am doing better than I think I've done in a long time. We're playing in the national championship tomorrow.
I know, I agree. I was born in 01, so I didn't really get to enjoy those years either.
See, I love hearing that though in a way, because then you heard me say that earlier tonight with another caller. You've seen more bad than good.
Oh, for sure.
And you're still a fan.
Yeah, I was there for the Middle Tennessee State game. Like, I'm so happy with how they're doing now.
I know it was kind of just a joke and a skit, but after that SMU game, I pulled out the garbage can and was throwing that helmet right there in it. It was just kind of an overreaction joke, but I was hurting,
I agree with you. My brother and I were both devastated after that game.
Bum, man. All the PTSD started kicking back in, and I was telling myself I thought we were past this. And it's so awesome to be here. Just super. I hate because so many people on the internet. That's why I have to remind myself the internet's not real. It's kind of a stretch, but hang with me. If something were to happen and I say, man, I was so happy to be here and so blessed to even play for a national championship, everybody thinks I'm trying to plug in an excuse or that's loser talk. It just really is a blessing to be here. I'm so thankful to see Miami play on such a big stage, something that means this much. It's so cool to get to actually see it.
Oh, man, I agree with you. Yeah, and it was cool to see, the process. I think Cristobal, even though a lot of people have hated him over the years, I think he's done an amazing job, and hopefully he can finish his process tomorrow with the Miami Hurricanes win.
Yeah, and you know how bad that man wants it. I know that alone doesn't win you the game, but you know Mario wants this more than anything right now.
Oh, big time. Yeah, and he deserves it. He deserves it.
Yeah, to be the one to finally bring a national championship back to Miami after the, him coming in and having to basically kind of build this thing from the ground up, it felt like, and the pushback from the fans, rightfully so, because 5 wins wasn't enough, 7 wins wasn't enough, and now here we are.
Yeah, you're right, man. I appreciate. And then shout out to you too. I remember when I saw you starting it in 2017, so I've been following since then too.
Yeah, it goes back a while, man.
Yeah, man. So here, let me ask you one question before I give you my score.
All right.
Do you know if the Indiana kicker is good?
He's very good. He's only missed 1 field goal the whole season.
Oh, damn.
This is what it takes.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Okay,
Triple
in that
off.
case,
Time
I'm
for
gonna
the
roll with
6
your
and
score.
counting
'Cause I
NG
had
hats.
24-20, but
Go
somebody already
Canes.
said it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm gonna roll with 24-23.
24-23. And now, I got to ask for the video receipt.
Canes, baby.
All right. Just making sure. All right. The good guys, Miami. 24-23, obviously. I know you already said it, but of course, I like it, And I'm sure you're in the same boat as me, right? If people think when you make the score predictions, minus people want to win the money, obviously. But like, let's say with me, when I make the score prediction, I would much prefer Miami to win by 10, 14, 20, 21. For the sake of being right, I could care less. I just want Miami to win, number one. And if they can win in a big way, that's even better, But just get a win.
And
get a win.
And
It's the last game, man.
No, it'll be a perfect ending because you got the first game right too. So first and last game right would be nice.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool if that happened that way, wouldn't it?
But,
well,
right, man,
legend.
Well, I hope you have a great night. My name is Jordan, just in case if you ever want to say Jordan instead of Legend, because I know
Jordan.
Legend's like a kid's name.
Gotcha. No, you're good. Shoot, bro, you're talking to somebody who has an email address that I made when I was 15 years old, and I still have it, by the way. And my wife laughs every time we're in town. And, they ask, oh, what's your email address? And here I am, 36. I'm not even going to say what the email is. And I made it when I was a teenager, didn't think anything about it. This sounds funny. This sounds cool. Well, I still have it. And I'm out here giving that out to people when they're asking to add me to a mailing list and stuff like that. So, no, nothing wrong with the name. You good?
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you.
Right.
I hope everybody has a great night, and you take care, brother.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Has anybody else done that? You made an original email that you have, and everybody clowns you for it because it's goofy. I didn't think that I would still have it from 15 years old to 36 years old. I made it when I created my AOL dial-up account. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Yeah. Here. Hold on. I'm going to educate the youngins in here, all right? They don't know what this is, so just get ready. They have no idea. Yep. There it is. Wait, it ain't done yet. Yeah. I'm not going to explain what it is. Either you know or you don't know. And there's going to be more people that don't know than do know. That's back when I made my email. Back in those days. All right. I'm still trying to figure out who is this? The reason why I ask is because I have a cousin whose last name is Knight. I don't know if that's you or not. If it's not, it's no big deal. I'm just asking. I don't know. There could be other people with the same last name. How old are you, bro? See, how old do people think I am? I got into an argument with an Indiana fan on Twitter And I thought he was joking, and he said, no, bro. He said, I thought you were like 17 or 18 maybe max. And I'm like, buddy, I've been married for as long as you think that the age that I am. If that even makes sense. I said that kind of weird. I've been married that long. I guess as a guy, I don't really care if people think I look young or old. You know, some people that matters to them, right? Oh, you think no, I could care less, but I guess it should be a compliment if people think that I look young. Man, I'm about to blow some of y'all's minds. I am 36. I'm this close to being over the hill in a couple of years. I am 36 years old. Yep. You thought I was 19 and a rapper. Yep. I've been married for as long as you've been alive. I got to give a shout out to Super Villain with the Big 10 says, Triple OG, time for 6 and counting hats. Go Canes. What a great problem to have. Right, Supervillain? If I'm having to pay a visit to an actual company that can make me this hat, but with another tally mark, what a great problem to have. I can't wait to have that problem. And I say problem. Problem's the wrong word for it. But we will have to get a new hat. We will. All right. This one's a mystery because it says unknown. Who we got?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? You're in.
Hey. How you doing, Coach Coop?
I am doing probably about as good as I ever have been.
I've been watching for 2 years, and I'm going and I'm saying, go Canes.
That's a good way to start it.
And my dad passed away, and he was a Canes fan and had me started for about the last 35, 40 years.
Hey, sorry to hear that. I'm sure, man, he would be, if you don't mind me asking, was that some time ago? Was that recent or?
Recent.
Recent. Okay. Sorry about that, man. That's something, you know, it's awesome though that if, you know, he was a Miami fan and then is he the reason you're a Miami fan? Did he get you into it, you said, or?
Yes, he started me back in 1982.
Wow.
And I was only about 11 years old. And got me in a game, sat on the couch, had a popcorn going, and got excited as a little kid, and been a diehard Canes fan since then.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. Well, you know, man, he would have a huge smile on his face, Miami being in a national championship. And it's cool, though, that you get to carry that fandom, right, and keep it going.
Absolutely. He was a military person. He was through the Vietnam War, served 3 tours. He was a Marine, and awesome man.
So now, let me check here again with you real quick. What did you say your name was?
My name is Lee.
Lee? Okay.
Yeah.
What I will have to do, not trying to flip and change subject, I just wanted to hit on this before I forgot. If you win, I need a way to contact you because it shows up as unknown, but obviously I don't want you to give me your phone number here live on the stream.
I was calling not to make a bet, but I was calling in regards because of your channel, because I respect you, what you do. I think you're great what you do. And I want to give a prediction because I see Miami putting a stink down on them tomorrow.
Really? Okay. I like where this is going.
I do. Yes, I've seen what Miami's done for over 30, 40 years, and you have to look at the generations of what they've done. We have to go back to this year. Those 2 losses, okay? They were just recouping, rebuilding. So I'm seeing what has been built just after those 2 losses. The structure of that defense and the core of that defense has built even stronger. I think Indiana's in deep trouble.
We like this. We like this thought process here.
We have to understand. Well, Yes. We
No,
have to understand what. Go ahead, Coach Coop.
No, I was just going to say it's interesting because I had asked that question when we did the simulation stream, and I said, you know what? Indiana's an 8.5-point favorite. Everybody has them winning big. Miami fans who have Miami winning don't have Miami winning big, myself included, right? I have 24-23. All these score predictions are within probably about 3 to 6 points for the most part. And I asked the question, does anybody think that Miami might actually come out and win in a big way? So that might be the way you're leaning.
Yes. Yes. I just see Miami doing something incredible. I think that the whole team is prepared. I see just what the defense is ready. I think they got a trick up their sleeve. I think they're about to unleash the beast tomorrow. And I think the whole nation's going to be shocked what Miami's going to pull off tomorrow. I really believe they're going to win by at least 2 to 3 touchdowns.
Man, could you imagine all year at Hard Rock after all of the hype and stuff that the media has done for Indiana and everything that's been said? Whew.
Yes. Yes. I've watched this team in the last 20 years since their last national title in 2001. And to see what Miami has accomplished and all the beatdowns they've had through all these years, I think they've gone to a place where they're fed up. They have something to prove, and I think tomorrow they're gonna light it up. And I think everybody's gonna stand there who are Indiana fans. They're gonna be shocked because there is a storm coming.
Basically, unfortunately for Indiana, they're on the receiving end of all of this buildup from the disrespect and all the things that have happened. And now they're about to get it.
Yes. Here's what I was kind of looking and dwelling on because of the stats, their defense, and what the offense is pulling off with Beck. Let's go back. This is like an NFL back in the past in 2007. Remember when Tom Brady, when they had an undefeated season with the Patriots? And who was their nemesis that came in? They were quiet. They were like a silent killer. They came in, and even though it was a close game, their defense destroyed the Patriots and shocked the nation, and it was the Giants who beat off the undefeated Patriots. So what I've been looking at with this defense in Miami, they came in, played Texas, okay? They beat them by 7 points. That defense held them. They played Ohio State, okay? I beat Ohio State 24-14. It was the defense, that defense. And during that time, the offense, you can see the offense started steamrolling. Each game, steamrolling. This is why I believe that Miami is going to win. I believe in my prediction is going to be 38-17.
Ooh, okay. I do think that would be the largest margin of victory for the Canes predicted tonight by far.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I've just seen way too much what this team has endured and what they've gone through and all the trolls, all the knockdowns, all the pain, stuff that they've been through. And I just believe wholeheartedly that they have something to prove tomorrow. It's in their home place, which has never been done. It's something that they had worked their butts off through this whole time through the playoffs. And I believe they're ready. They got something to prove. And I believe that we're going to see a storm unleashed tomorrow.
Lee, I love it, man. To imagine going into the national championship as a 7.5-point dog, has been as much as 8.5. And then if you could come out and turn around and make a statement like that and win by 21.
Yes.
Man.
Yep, I really believe it. It's just there's just too much elements in that offense and defense. I think Beck, what he's done in the last 3 games, just what he's done. I mean, the interception from, a little over a week ago when they played, okay, over with Ole Miss, was really not an interception. That was really just a tipped catch. So really, honestly, Carson Beck really hasn't really thrown any interceptions. It was just a tipped interception. But
Right.
If you look at what he's done, he's been on his A game, and he's actually playing selective and smart ball playing. So with that core of that defense and his selective ball playing, that's why I believe that they're going to at least get a 2 or 3 touchdown lead because they have something to prove.
Fair enough. Lee, I love it. Now, again, it doesn't show me a phone number for you. I want to put you in for the score prediction contest. Do you just want to You want to like leave a comment on this live stream once it goes up, and then that way I can
Yeah,
at least reply to you. Or,
I could stick it on the internet on the link. I can send it to you.
or yeah, do that, or you can always text this phone number at any point as well, the 865-229-4131. The only
I
thing
could
is,
just send you a text. I'll do that for you too. That's fine.
someone might try to imitate you and pretend it's you to try to win the money. If it were that, could you tell me like the first 2 numbers of your area code or something? Just something that would let me know.
Yeah,
I'll
say actually what you said. I'll just do it through text, and that way you'll see who I am. I'll let my name there, and you'll know that I had spoken to you.
Okay. All right.
And I actually appreciate you. I've been watching you for 2 years. You're a great man. I love your enthusiasm and that you're a diehard Canes fan. And I've been one since '83, so '82 really. And I love it. I think you're awesome what you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I just always say, like, there's room for improvement. I could always do better, but the idea is to bring college football fans together. I mean, primarily Canes fans, right? I mean, it's a Miami Hurricanes channel, but we have viewers from other teams as well, for Florida State, Florida, Alabama. We had a Florida and a Florida State fan call in tonight. So it's about, man, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like to make it fun. Life's short.
Yes.
Let's enjoy it. Let's have a good time. And then let's also talk some football and just hang out, you know? So I appreciate you being here and being part of the family. And that was a cool story. I appreciate you sharing that with your dad and everything, and appreciate his service and stuff and everything that he did. And let's go win the whole freaking thing tomorrow. How about it?
I believe we're going to do it, Coach Coop, and that's what I believe we're going to do it, man. And like I said, just reflect before you fall asleep tonight. Go back to the whole history and reflect of what Miami's really based through all the generations was based on that defense. They had always a chip on their shoulder to prove something. And this is what makes our Miami Hurricanes, Florida team here, I'm Florida boy, this is what makes them so special, is that defense. They build out that defense. They always have that chip. So we have all these generations of all of our great players from the old days to now. So they're all there supporting the whole Canes, and we're going to see something completely different tomorrow. Like I said, a storm's coming.
Lee, I appreciate you very much, man. I got you locked in, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Peace, bro.
Bye.
How cool is that? I really do appreciate him sharing that. And, you know, we had I think we had 3 first-time callers tonight. Not new viewers, but first-time callers, which is really awesome. People to pick up the phone, call the number, get in there to the show. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. And like we said, he talked about it, man, like we've been through so much, right? So many people have been riding with this team for a very long time, more bad than good. And I know I keep saying it, but it's just because everything's led up to this moment right here. An opportunity to play for a national championship. And out of all the places it could be, it's at Hard Rock Stadium. It really just feels like the stars have aligned, that it's meant to be, but the game has to be played. But I do think that Mario Cristobal has these guys ready to go. I think they'll come in with a good game plan, and I think that they will handle business. And I'll say it for the 100th time, by 1 or 100, as long as the Canes are on top, it's all that matters. You win the game, you win the national championship. Someone can poke and say, well, you only beat them by 3. Okay, well, we won a national championship. It doesn't matter. Do also want to give some love to Eric Lester, 8586, officially joining the Canes fam. Enjoy those emotes, my man. Thank you for the love. Welcome to the family, officially. I think we got to close with that, just because that was so cool for Lee to call in and share that. And it's a big time victory predicted, 38-17, a 21-point win. Which is funny because, you know, that's what a lot of Indiana fans keep saying. We're going to beat that booty. We're going to beat y'all by 3+ touchdowns. Then we have Lee call in there to finish it up, and he's got Miami winning by 3 touchdowns. This is it, man. I can't thank y'all enough for being here on the final call-in show for the 2025 season. I wish I could take every single call and get each and every one of you in here. But we got a game tomorrow. We got to prepare for it. We got to get ready. I even appreciate the Indiana fans being here, of course. Right? We're both here. Both these teams have earned it. They're playing in the grand finale for all the marbles. This is it. No matter what, there will not be another college football game after tomorrow night until the next season. Man, isn't that crazy? College football is really important to me. It's an escape. It's a place where it's my happy place. Even when Miami's losing, I know that I have another game to look forward to. It all ends tomorrow. But can we go out on a positive note? Something that we can carry over throughout the entire offseason and celebrate and enjoy and just... Shout out to Legend owning the board with the 10. Appreciate you tonight. Eric Lester, Supervillain, King Gent, Flicks, Eric Birch, Port City Kane, Sheldon, thank you for the love. Nick Valentine, Chris Gaffney multiple times, World's Tallest Drummer, Fire 4 Effect, Mr. Prime, Wins and Canes,
On the side of your helmet.
Is
and
anyone
Tropigal.
sleeping tonight? Go Canes.
And you know who. Stephanie! Good grief. Stephanie coming in here dropping a bomb with the big 100 straight to the PayPal. It's funny because I say, Stephanie, thank you for the love, by the way. I'm so pumped for you getting to go to the game and hopefully getting to witness that 6th national championship in person. What an opportunity. What an experience. I'll say it again. I am ecstatic. I'm so freaking happy for you. You deserve to be there. And it's just funny because, I say that I'm not nervous, but when that head hits the pillow, am I really going to be able to sleep? Really? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be playing through the season. I'm going to be playing through hypotheticals, and it's just crazy to think that we're here. We keep saying it, and people keep laughing at me on social media. I don't care. My team, the one that I care about, that I follow, that I root for, is here. You can clown me all you want. I'm on cloud 9. All the bottom feeders over here trying to get under my skin, people up in the nosebleeds. So excited to share the experience with your son. That's so awesome. That is so freaking awesome. Thank you. I hope we're all celebrating tomorrow night. Any word on the Duke QB? I'm guessing that any news with that will come out after the national championship. Even if something had been finalized with Mensa, I was just assuming. I don't have any info on that. I was just assuming they would wait because you don't want to take away from this moment. Even if it was official, right? Like, hey, can we put a lid on that? Can we wait till after the national championship game is played? And then if there is something already done, announce it the next day or something like that, right? Like, let the Natty play out, get that figured out, and then they'll probably go from there. So I would expect we would see something soon. Yeah. Good to see you, Javier. We're going to head on out of here. Again, owning the board tonight, Stephanie. Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's like I can't believe it, but I know it's happening. It's right here. It's tomorrow. I'll see you there, Junior. I'll see all of you there, unless you're at the game, of course. You know what to do. One last time at the end of the call-in show. We made it. But it's not done yet. We have one more game to win. And I'll see y'all there.